People are like books with hidden chapters, and every time you meet someone, you begin to read their story, the way they walk, the way they talk, and even their silences are like words written between the lines. A smile is not always just happiness. Sometimes it is a polite cover hiding sadness or doubt. When you look closer, the eyes tell you more than the lips, because eyes cannot lie the way words do. Body language is the first page of every person, and if you pay attention, it reveals the theme of their life. A strong handshake may show confidence, while a weak grip can reflect uncertainty or nervousness. Notice how people react when they are interrupted. Some laugh it off kindly, while others grow impatient. These reactions are clues. They tell you about patience, tolerance, and the real temperament behind the mask. Clothing is also a sentence written on the surface. Neat and clean dress shows care, while careless style may show distraction. It is not always about money. It is often about the effort someone puts into presenting themselves. Tone of voice carries emotions hidden under words. A cheerful tone can bring energy, while a flat tone may reveal boredom. When a voice shakes or trembles, you may be listening to fear or anxiety that words try to hide. Every pause in a conversation is like a comma. It gives you time to read the emotion behind silence. Sometimes people stop not because they forget, but because they are deciding what truth to share and what to protect. Habits are like repeated lines in a book, and they tell you more than a single sentence ever could. If someone is always punctual, it speaks of discipline, but constant lateness tells another story of carelessness. The way someone uses their phone is also a page. Quick replies may show excitement, while delayed answers can show distance. Digital behavior is now as revealing as face-to-face interaction. It is like reading an invisible diary. Look at how people treat those who cannot benefit them. That chapter is always the most honest. Kindness to waiters, respect to workers, and patience with strangers reveal the real author of the story. Gestures are like illustrations in the book of human behavior. They make the story clearer without words. Crossed arms may signal defense, while open hands show welcome and trust. When you learn to connect these small signs, you begin to understand people deeply without asking too many questions. It is like moving from being a casual reader to becoming a skilled interpreter of human behavior. The key is not judgment, but curiosity. Read people with kindness the way you would read a fragile old book. Because when you read carefully, you don't just understand others better, you also discover yourself. Reading people like a book is not about spying. It is about understanding the emotions that people often hide. When you approach with empathy, every detail becomes a gentle clue instead of a sharp judgment. Pay attention to how people listen. True listeners nod, maintain eye contact, and give you space to speak. Those who keep checking their phone or looking away may not be present in the moment with you. The rhythm of breathing can also reveal emotions. Fast breathing can mean excitement, stress, or nervous energy. Calm and steady breaths often show confidence, patience, and inner balance. Look at micro-expressions, those tiny flashes of emotion that appear on the face for just a second. They often reveal the truth before someone has the chance to hide it behind words. Posture is another chapter to read. Someone standing tall may show confidence or pride. A hunched back or lowered head might point to insecurity, sadness, or even fatigue. Notice how people respond to compliments. Some accept with a smile while others deflect or deny. The way they react often shows how much they value themselves deep inside. When someone repeats certain words or phrases, it may be their inner script revealing hidden priorities. Pay attention to recurring patterns. They are like themes in a novel that keep coming back. Laughter is also a language. Real laughter comes from the heart and spreads easily to others. Forced laughter feels short, sharp, and often fades quickly because it lacks genuine energy. Observe how people deal with mistakes. Some admit and learn, while others deny and blame others. These reactions tell you whether someone values growth or fears exposure. The eyes, again, are the strongest chapter. When they light up during a topic, you know the person's passion. When the gaze drops or shifts away, you may be touching a subject of discomfort or fear. Silence is not empty. Silence is full of meaning. Sometimes it speaks louder than words. Learn to respect pauses because they are often where the truth is resting quietly. Even small movements like tapping a foot or drumming fingers are like side notes in a book. They may show restlessness, impatience, or hidden excitement waiting to come out. Pay attention to consistency. When words and actions align, the story is authentic. But when someone says one thing and does another, the book has missing pages or hidden edits. Remember that people are not puzzles to solve, but stories to connect with. When you read with compassion, you build bridges of trust instead of walls of suspicion. Every person is carrying a book inside them. Some chapters are painful, some are inspiring. And if you learn to read with patience, you don't just see the outside, you touch the soul. When you enter a room full of people, it is like walking into a library filled with unwritten stories. Every person is holding knowledge, emotions, and secrets that can only be discovered with careful observation. Notice the first reaction when you meet someone. The smile, the hesitation, or the silence speaks volumes. That very first impression is like the opening line of a book. It sets the tone for everything that follows. Listen to the choice of words people use. Some speak with positivity and hope, while others highlight fear or doubt. Language is not only communication, it is a mirror reflecting what the heart is full of. Look at the energy and movement. People full of life walk with rhythm, while tired souls drag their steps. The pace of movement is often a hidden signal of what is happening inside the mind. Observe how people behave in groups. Some dominate the talk while others fade quietly into the background. Leadership, shyness, insecurity, or confidence can all be seen in these small interactions. The way someone treats their family reveals the truest version of their book. Politeness outside means little if respect and kindness are missing at home. Stress can also be read. Tense shoulders, clenched jaws, and restless gestures are paragraphs of pressure. Calm faces with soft expressions usually belong to those who manage emotions wisely. Sometimes the greatest clue comes when people are quiet, but their body is restless.
That restless energy is like a note scribbled in the margins, showing what the main text hides.
Look at how someone apologizes. A genuine apology is simple and direct, but a fake apology is filled with excuses, explanations, and an unwillingness to accept fault. Humor is another chapter of personality. Those who laugh easily bring warmth and connection, but those who use sarcasm to hurt often carry unhealed pain in their own story. The consistency of behavior across time is the longest chapter of a person's book. One meeting tells you little, but repeated encounters reveal the pattern of truth. People show who they are when no one is watching. Those unguarded moments are the most honest pages. It could be as small as helping a stranger or as big as making a difficult sacrifice. Even handwriting is a hidden page. Rushed letters can show impatience. Neat lines reflect discipline. Every mark made by a person, spoken or written, is a symbol of their inner character. And the beauty of reading people like a book is not to judge but to understand. Because true understanding leads to connection, and connection leads to wisdom. Reading people is like walking through a garden. Every flower has a different color and fragrance. Some people open up quickly like roses in the sun, while others stay closed like buds, waiting for the right season. Trust is the key that unlocks the deeper chapters of a person's life. Without trust, you only read the surface, but with trust, you reach the hidden pages. Watch how people behave under pressure. Stress reveals the raw truth of their character. Kind souls remain calm even in storms, while fragile egos break easily when tested. The way someone handles success is also a story worth reading. Those who stay humble write a noble chapter, but arrogance stains the pages with pride. Observe how people speak about others when those people are not around. Kind words in absence reflect sincerity, while gossip and criticism show hidden insecurity. Notice the light in the eyes when someone talks about their dreams. That sparkle is a clear sign you have touched the most beautiful page of their book. Patience is another chapter that reveals wisdom. Those who wait calmly often understand life deeply. Impatience, on the other hand, shows fear of losing control or lack of inner peace. Generosity is also a language. Some share money, others share time, and a few share love. What they give away shows what they value most inside. Learn to read both the words and the silence, the actions and the pauses. Together they form the complete story that no single sentence can capture. And remember, people are not textbooks to memorize. They are living stories to cherish. When you read with kindness, you turn every encounter into a lesson of humanity. In the end, the art of reading people like a book is really the art of understanding life itself. Every person you meet becomes a teacher. Every chapter you read adds wisdom to your own book. So read carefully, read gently, and read with compassion. Because when you understand people, you don't just connect with them. You grow within yourself.